Good fucking morning. Got me over here looking like Baby Bop. Um, I don't know if this is a good fucking morning because I haven't recorded one of those in quite a few months, and I genuinely just stopped recording it because I had started that job, and it literally just became too much for me to like get up in the morning, record, have to go to work. And then there were some things that I felt like I wanted to talk about, but it was too like controversial, or I couldn't really express myself the way I wanted to. But sometimes I get in this mood like, why do I have to censor myself so much? I don't feel like other people do. But you know how like everybody could do something, and when you go to do it, you don't want to get in trouble. That's me, and that's why I be on the straight and narrow, because I don't ever be getting away with shit like that. But anyway, so maybe this is an unofficial episode of Good Fucking Morning. Maybe I'm continuing it. I don't know. I have a little bit of grits, eggs, and a piece of sausage left on my plate. So if you see me chewing or smacking and that bothers you, okay? Yeah, thank you. What is today? Today is Sunday, February 2nd. Happy Black History Month. Um, and basically, I just wanted to put y'all on. I just wanted to update. I just wanted to talk shit. I don't know what I wanted to do. I don't know why. I don't know why I just started recording. Excuse these flowers. Naja had got these for me for my birthday, but they died. Um. So basically, I think I just feel anxious because of what's going on, like the political climate of the world or whatever. And I try not to talk politics like that, or I barely talk politics like that, because number one, I don't necessarily go out my way to do thorough research. A lot of the stuff that I find out or I read is just so I came across it by accident. Like I'll go to Google because I like reading Google's articles. I'll read something there, or I'll see something on TikTok like MSNBC posted something, or you'll hear somebody cite a source and they'll be telling you like the gist of what's going on. So a lot of times I don't talk about politics because I don't want to have to misquote or give wrong information about shit. But with that being said, bitch, I still got an opinion. I still got eyes and a brain. I can see. I know what the fuck is up. Um, Sorry, yeah, my wisdom tooth is coming in the back. Even though I'm damn near 40. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, please. I take that back. I'm 37. So anywho, I this whole thing with it's not really a conspiracy, because I was thinking this and then somebody else articulated it on TikTok, but I genuinely believe the plan is, right, to get rid of as much immigrants, illegals, or whatever term you want to use, as possible. What's going to happen is the incarceration rate is going to increase even more, because that's how you get free labor. And not only does that increase, being that they took away the DEI, and although DEI, that did not significantly benefit black people, I feel as though these employers are going to use it as a form of a way to discriminate towards black people, forcing impoverished or undereducated or underskilled, you know, black people who are in destitute situations to work a certain type of job, low level, low paying type of job, thus the black jobs, right? Follow me, right? And not only that, another way that they're attacking us is the food regulations, like, you know, how does FDA and even sometimes the CDC or things like that, they regulate the type of food that, or we can eat, the ingredients we can put in our food, whatever. So allegedly, um, they have been lifting a lot of these restrictions and regulations. Thus, you have something like the bird flu, an influx of the bird flu, things in age, blah blah blah. You know when people are poor, you know when they're destitute, you know when they're undereducated. This is not new to us, that they tend to eat poorly as well. Follow me. So not only are they going to attack us financially, because we're going to be forced into those low level, low paying jobs, which will essentially be like putting crabs in a barrel. They will also attack internally what we eat, i.e., this is why people are saying don't entertain the Don Julio Popeyes collab, because why are y'all doing that right now during Black History Month? Liquor and chicken? Bitch, what's going on? And anybody who goes out there and participates in that and makes a video, they are the op. They're an op. Because what? Why? So anyway, with that being said, they are also making it so that the American people in general, there's not even a fucking middle class no more. Middle class, lower class, doesn't feel safe to leave the country. If you do decide that, hey, I can't take no more, I'm gonna get my ass up and leave the United States until the dust settles, until we have a new president or whatever. Because now they got all these plane crashes and accidents and all of the shit that's going on. So not only are you stuck here with the terrible food, working a terrible job, you can't fucking leave. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Who the fuck are you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Mm-mm-mm. Then they take away federal funding. So now, you know, a great deal of middle to lower class people depend on financial aid. There's a whole bunch of programs, Section 8. There's so many things that are federally funded. So not only is our housing going to be affected, our education is going to be affected, because who the fuck is paying 26, 30, 36,000 out of their pocket? I mean, I have. Me and my son's father have paid that. We got the 1098-T to prove it. Bitch. And I've been doing that for the last few years. And that's why I've been stuck in this motherfucking box, paying for damn school. So, damn, now I'm getting pissed the fuck off, for real now. Because if they take away federal funding, my son, I didn't tell y'all, but my son went back to school. I don't know if I told y'all in my last video. My son decided to go back to school. Proud of him. He did his big one. I told him, hey, I cannot pay for this out of pocket no more. I am struggling. If you want to go back, you're going to have to make it make sense. Somehow, some way, he finessed and finagled, filled out his financial aid, talked to financial aid department. He's working his little job in Starbucks. He's going to have to, pay his balance on his own, or whatever the situation is. And when I can, of course, naturally, I'm going to send him something for his pocket, so he won't be scraping the bottom of the pot too fucking much. But if they take that away, imagine what that's going to do to his psyche. I finally got myself back in school. The other day, he got a 92 on his calc test. This shit is psychological warfare. And there's going to be a good deal of you, even though my views have went down, there's going to be a good deal of you, and there's a lot of y'all that comment on my videos that are around my age, some even older or whatever, who understand that this ain't nothing new under the sun. I was talking to a man the other day from my job, and he got to be in his 40s or so. And he said the doomsday clock when he was younger was at 14 minutes. He's Although I'm 37, I mean, numbers wise, he's not that much older than me. So why is somebody in their 40s, middle 40s, say that the doomsday clock was at 14 minutes when he was younger, but I'm 37? That's sucking 40's dick. And the doomsday clock is at 89 fucking seconds. Fucking seconds? Are you kidding me? And then here come Canada. Canada Goose. Maple syrup. Oh, we gonna cut off power to New York and this is that and the third. Hello? What the fuck did I do? These people in power it's as if you can say, hey, if you do that, right? If you shoot that gun, although it's hitting other people, it eventually will hit that steel beam and it will come back and hit you. And guess what? They don't give a fuck as long as they hit some of the targets that they want to hit. And what I'm waiting for, figuratively speaking, is that headshot. That ricochet bullet to go boop, and now look at you. Because what in the actual fuck? And this is done by design. This is done on purpose. This is done to get your anxiety high. It doesn't help that I live in New York City. Congestion prices, the train, crime, the cost of living. It would behoove people to sit down and say, hey, in the long run, how would this affect the world? The fact that Germany is protesting our administration. The fact that Latinos are trying to say, Latinos are feeling the effects of what their majority vote was. Like, what the fuck was that about? But that's a whole new... The psychology behind black and brown people who are in favor of Trump has to be fucking studied. Because when he first got in office, not to say that I understand why people voted for him, but I could understand why people would be like, well, let me see what this side is for. Let me see what this could do for us. But you got a preview of what that man was about, and you said, you know what? I think he's changed. Got my grits all cold. So, there's so many other things I could talk about, y'all. I'm just so tired. I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so tired. I think the other day I've been waking up with anxiety. I didn't wake up with anxiety last night, but I've been waking up with anxiety the last few days because it just feels like I'm climbing a mountain, and every time I go up, the rocks break, and I'm going down. I'm just, it's like this forward motion that I'm doing, but I'm still at the base of the fucking mountain. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I got a better job, and it still would not be in my future within the next 6 months to be able to move the way I've been trying to move for forever. Because every time I say, oh, okay, this job should be able to get me out of my situation or level me up, here comes the economy, here comes politics, and it's just like and I want to make something clear. I'm not totally blaming it on that, but it should be no reason why I'm working the job that I'm working now, or when I was working for the city, that I wasn't able to pay my son's tuition, pay my expenses, and move. The interest rate on houses right now, the amount of rent, even if I was to move, it would have put me in a situation where I would have made myself vulnerable to being evicted, because there would have been no way that I could move somewhere that is not um income the rent is not income based, and they decide to just raise the rent, and I'll just be able to go along with it. So yeah. mm. What is a video without me cracking my neck? um I just had to get that off my chest, bro. I just had to get that off my chest. I always say something gotta give. I always say, maybe if I pour into my business more, this is that and the third. You know more, how much more I would have to do? How much more I would have to do? It's not even, it's not that it's not doable. It's just like, I would be working myself to the fucking bone. I already have, I'm not gonna say I have a heart condition, but I have these episodes with my heart. And for me to have to stress myself out so much just to keep my head above water is going to kill me. It's going to kill me. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. So, everybody gets on social media and they live above they live above their means, or they make it seem like they one way or another. But a pig is a pig, whether it got lipstick on it or not. Some people's pig got lipstick on it, and some people's pig is rolling in the fucking dirt. And that's what the fuck is going on right now. And sometimes a lot of us just want to escape. We just scroll our phone, or we just do other stuff just to keep us distracted from the reality. And I am absolutely guilty of that, because the way my heart and my anxiety and my mind is set up right now, not even right now, it's been like this. I've been in this cycle for so fucking long. Yeah, my credit has increased, but it hasn't increased to the point where I feel confident enough that, I can just move and, whatever. So I have made two major payments on two out of the three of my credit cards. So it's not like, I'm not necessarily making an effort to better myself or to do what's within my power, but Experian and Equifax is getting sued because they wasn't actually disputing people's fucking claims. It's like every corner you turn, somebody doing some shiesty fucking shit. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I ain't got my nails on, y'all. My hands look fat and short. I was giving my fingernails a break. But that's my story. And yeah. I'm innocent. POP, hold me down. Mama, I love you.